Let's see what happens. We don't have a picture yet. Hang on one second. Still waiting. Hey, there we are. We're live.
Hello, everybody.
Good morning, friends. How is everyone on this bright, sunshiny, and freezing cold morning? How are we all today? It's very chilly.
I think I want to flip the picture.
It's very chilly where we are today. Very chilly. We have no friends in the chat. Oh, wait, Bethany's here. We have a friend in the chat. Good morning. And PJ's here and says hello.
Hello. I'm
flipping a picture. Kermito has arrived. Zach is here and Rennie is here and Bloom says hello.
Hello, everybody.
What day is it, people? Oh, it is the 13th. Oh, there's everybody coming into the chat. Brazen's here. Saroja's here. Sophie is here.
Welcome, friends.
Zoya says good night for me and good morning for you. Dalton says hello from Florida. Carmen says good morning. Heat-resistant chilled coffee says hello.
Hello.
Marguerite says hello. How is British Columbia? Are you freezing? Gail says, good morning from California. Wacky Watercolor Wednesday. I found out a few days ago that extended family are coming to town, so apparently I'm not done Christmas shopping.
Oh, gosh.
Yep, those are not happy emojis. I'm sorry, Gail. You gotta love it when they just sort of pounce on you and don't let you know they're coming. That's not very nice.
We're visiting.
Surprise! We're here! Isn't that exciting? Oh boy. So exciting.
All right.
Good morning from Alabama. Bethany says, I'm always here. That is correct. Oh my God, I've never caught a live before. That's Mushroom Girl 64.
Well, hello, Mushroom Girl 64. Let's start.
Velocichungus Rex is back from Australia and says hi.
Welcome.
And Ryan's here and says, good morning, everyone. I'm here for it. Mayo, it's the first time they're watching our stream.
Hello, Mayo.
Hi from Columbia. Good morning from Nebraska. Kermito says, we are having a mental health day today. I brought my art supplies and we are all painting portraits.
Oh, fantastic.
I love that. That's fantastic. Laura says, hello, just finished work now. I'm baking Stalin. Good for you. Good morning from the France. That is moon cheese.
Good morning.
How's everybody doing today? We know Kermito's doing good with a mental health day. Good afternoon, lovely chaps. That is Chaos.
Hello.
Martine's first live.
Welcome.
Zach says, notice me!
Hi, Zach.
Consider yourself noticed. The Game Boy Show says, hi, Scott. I hope you have the best day ever and a lot of fun drawing. Sadly, I can't watch the stream, but I hope you have a great painting day.
Oh, thank you. I hope you do too.
Mark's here. Hey, friends. How's it going, party people? You're so funny.
Hey, Mark.
Oh, gosh. Our idea of party and other people's idea of party are two different things. Brazen was going down a rabbit hole before Bethany saved her with I'm assuming the notification on the Discord. The Bean Queen says hello from my art classroom.
Hello.
Breadstick says hello from Jersey. Liz Lee says morning from Texas. Vicky says morning from Branson. Although I'm off work sick, at least I finally get to make a live. That's Chloe. Theo says evening from South Africa.
Hello.
Marilise says morning from Montreal. Aditi says hello from India. Erica's here, and she's got 3 days off.
Fantastic.
Hey, Erica, how you doing? Who are you painting today, they ask.
I am painting Lenny Kravitz.
Yep. Oh, what's the tea for the day? Okay, so I got up a little late because my room was cold and I didn't want to get out of bed. So I have 2 different cups this morning. My first cup is going to be the Tuck Box tea from Carmel, and my second, well, it looks like second and third cups probably. I have a to-go cup that I'm using now that I'm putting the next cup of tea in to keep it extra warm. That's going to be the Harrods tea.
This is the photo I'm using. I flipped it.
There you go. No abs, honey?
Yeah, no room for abs on this.
Darn it. Ryan says we're not freezing in British Columbia, but the moisture makes it feel very cold. What is it about moisture that makes it even colder? We get that damp cold here. I'm assuming not as cold as you because you're probably right on the water. But man, when it's damp and cold, it's just not good. Jay says good afternoon from Austria.
Hello.
Kirby has a knife. Says, and first of all, I wouldn't run with that if I was you. Just the way you don't run with scissors. Good morning from Guatemala. Hello from Germany as well. First time here for me today, says Juno.
Hello, Juno.
Let's see. Morning from Montreal and evening from South Africa. Good evening from India. That's Rinny.
Good evening. Hello, everybody.
Yeah. I know you're doing the music alphabet. Maybe you could do Santa for one of the next lives.
I could probably try to do that.
We were supposed to do a little something with Santa, but Santa's been so busy.
Very busy month for him.
It's a super busy month for him. He's always busy. He's always busy, but especially December. LP Brawl says, I organized my palette to look like yours since the last stream. Also, hi from Erie. It's very cold.
Welcome. I'm so happy you were able to do that.
You are on the water. You are definitely cold. Hello from Houston, Texas. How is Houston, Texas today? Are you cold? Are you warm? Hans Eckstein says, my cat is just chilling in my room while I'm going to start drawing her.
Nice.
Excuse me. Oh, One Up Girl says, little one heard Donna's voice and looked over and said, please tell them I said hi. Oh. Hi, Rachel. Good morning. Afternoon from Wales in the UK.
Good afternoon.
Memevis says, good day. First stream I finally caught. How are y'all doing?
Doing very good, thank you. Glad you were able to catch us.
Yeah. As soon as the tea kicks in, I'll be a little better. Good evening from Lithuania.
Good evening.
Hello from Pakistan. Uner says hello from Iceland and wants to know who the winner is.
This is Lenny Kravitz.
Yeah, this is Lenny Kravitz. So for my lovely mods, we have a new feature on, I guess this is for all of you actually. Apparently now we can, time you out for anywhere from 10 seconds to 24 hours. So if anybody's thinking of not being nice, they need to be nice. Zebri is hugging a cat right now. He's keeping me warm. Ugh.
Well, I think
I miss
good
that
with
so
the
much.
Pencils.
You sure?
Yeah. So.
Surrender says hi from Nepal. Please wave hi to the red pandas for me. Veronica says, hey, the annual Christmas concert of my show choir is later, and this helps calm the nerves. Hope you have a great day.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh.
Good luck.
Yeah, you've got this. Have you ever heard of the box office artist?
Box office artist?
Mm-hmm.
No.
I haven't heard it either. Ola from Spain.
Hello.
I'm such a big fan, currently on sick leave post-operation, so I can enjoy watching a bit of this. Lenny Kravitz is so cool.
Oh, well, I hope you're feeling better.
Yeah, we hope you heal very quickly.
I'm going to get some extra paints.
Okay. Jamie Brown says, good morning, my friends. Hi, Jamie. Good morning. Big hugs. Sophie says, congrats on almost 2 million here on YouTube.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting.
It's crazy. It's really crazy. Oh, Houston is 50-ish and gonna be wet for hours. Oh, you're getting a big storm, huh?
All right, let's see. We need a little more
How do you get better at drawing eyes?
practice. There's a video on it too.
Mm-hmm. And Bethany put that in. Let's see. Hey guys, haven't... Oh, Ollie the Therian's back. Haven't been on live for a while. I hope you are well. I currently can't sleep because of something. I just hope you guys are doing well. Love from Australia.
Oh, well, we hope you can get some sleep, and
Yeah.
we're wishing you nothing but
Do you know
the
what's
best.
really good for that? A nice cup of tea. Uncaffeinated. I highly recommend that. Very good. I hope you get some sleep.
I don't think there's anything more in this one. I think it's dead.
Uh-oh.
Alright, I'll go get... I have an extra one.
Let's see. Speaking of tea, what's your tea today? Okay, so I have the Tuck Box tea, I put it in my community channel. It's from that place in Carmel, and that's my first cup, and my second and third cups are going to be the Harrods tea. Just dumped ordering food with my sister to watch this live. Please don't starve to death. That's the Italian mother in me. Hello from Vietnam. I have a question. How can some artists use the colors that don't belong to something but still look real when they paint it? That's a good question.
Yeah, I think a lot of that... I would look into Impressionism. You know, that a lot of that comes from that, where you're just kind of getting the impression of something. And they really kind of, you know, pushed the colors, and like I've seen people just paint skin like completely green, and just like the whole piece is green and whatnot, and it looks like it's lit by green light. Oh, these are both cobalt blue. Okay.
Is that what you were looking for?
No, I was like, this one and this one, they're both the same. They're just different looking packages.
Oh, they changed the packaging. I hate it when they do that. That drives me nuts.
So, you know, but a lot of that you get from, you know, like you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Other artists in history have done that. Look at other artists who use different colored skins and copy it. That's how I do it. Is I get my inspiration, or I learn from that. I like using purple in the shadows was something I got from another artist. I don't remember which artist, but it was in the 80s, and I was going, you could do that instead of using black. And then now it's just a part of what I do. But my uncle Dave used to do portraits in pastels, and you would see greens and blues and purples in the skin, and I just grew up seeing that, and so I started to experiment with that.
You're lucky that you had them around.
Yeah.
Really kind of, you basically
Blow dryer.
learned from a master here. Hold on. I'm sorry, I'm slow this morning. Go ahead. Whoops. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Let's see. Good morning from Maine. I don't know what he was using. I think he was using... Let me ask him. A black cherry. Honey, what pencil were you using to do the underlaying drawing? Hold on, let me unmute you. There you go.
It was a dark...
Was it dark purple?
Dark purple.
Okay.
Prismacolor pencil.
Yeah, you're right. It was
just down to a
Prismacolor.
nub, so I'm using the extender.
Yeah. Partly to mostly Sunny wanted to know. I hope that answers your question. Cinedraw says, hello from the UK, painting with gouache for the first time in ages.
Oh, fantastic.
Captain says, hello from New Brunswick. Let's see. Right now I'm trying to find my art style. I use Hemi gouache, but haven't found a personal style yet. That's exciting.
It takes some time.
Yeah, but that's exciting. Sarah is from Austria as well. Sky says, Donna, guess what? I found a box of 20 bags of tea that are all different, and I'm having so much fun trying them out. I'm currently drinking a flavored green tea.
Oh, that's great.
That sounds like so much fun.
Well, Jack.
Oh, my goodness sakes. I would love to find some tea that I didn't have that I would like to try. Every time. I'm so picky in my old age. I do try teas, but I am so picky in my old age. And when I don't like it, it winds up in Bethany Primrose's pantry. Typically because it's not strong enough, but there you go. Oh, bless her heart for taking it for me. Let's see. Geithmeister says, hey, Scott and Donna, I've been subbed for a while, but it's my first live stream with you. I just watched the Michael Jackson painting stream.
Oh, fun.
That's exciting. Morning from Saskatchewan. I love that name. Good
morning.
I always think the North Pole via something Saskatchewan and the Aurora Borealis. It's from Frosty the Snowman. As you can all tell, I am one-track mind. Oh no, Savannah has an ear infection and stayed home from school. Oh. I'm so sorry, honey. You know what actually helps that? If you take a warm compress and you put that over your ear, that's supposed to help it feel better with the pain. Like just take a towel or a little washcloth and put really, really warm water on it and just put it on the top of your ear. I hope that helps you. All these years of momhood. Got to be good for something. Tracy asks, were you all okay after the tornadoes? My sister-in-law and her family live there too, and we were all worried.
Oh, yeah. They were north of us. We're south of Nashville.
Yeah.
But thank you for asking.
We have some friends here, actually on the Discord, who have friends up there who did not fare so well.
Did you ever reach out to Ashley?
I did. She's okay.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Morning Star says, I quit doing art like when I was a kid, and now I'm motivated enough to come back.
Oh, that's great.
What are your thoughts on Copics? I've seen a lot of mixed reviews, but I figured I should ask the best.
I think Emily. They're overpriced. I've used Copics, I've used Ohuhus, I've used Artbeak, and they're all the same. They're just markers, and if you can get Artbeak brush tip markers you get 120 of them, I think, for $40. Yeah. It's such a much better deal. Well, Drek.
Oh no, hold on. Go ahead. No, commissions are closed right now. We're not doing those. Scott has a lot of other stuff that he's working on. Yeah, we did used to stream on TikTok, but YouTube is our place of choice now. It's a lot easier to manage the streams here, and we have slow mode available to us so we can reach all of your important comments. So if we are going to go live, occasionally Scott will do something. He joined Santa for his live stream over on TikTok with St. Jude, which was really awesome. But if we're going live, just us, which we do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we're here on YouTube. Oh, ZZ Apple says, Namaste, love from Nepal. Oh. You are my teacher. I learned so much from you, Sir Scott.
Thank you.
Hug a red panda for me. One of these days, people, I am going to go to Nepal on one of those eco trips, and I'm going to help save red pandas. That is on my bucket list of things to do. Oh, One Up Girl is having some bad luck. A few days ago, I dropped a glass pot lid on my left foot and it's bruised. And this morning, I dropped a can of sparkling water on my right.
Oh, jeez. You sound like Donna.
Yeah, I really was just about to say, I feel your pain because I literally do. I sliced my hand the other day with Christmas lights, and then I've got other cuts on my other hand. I got bruises on my legs because I ran into a cabinet. I feel ya. Let's see. Good morning. Lots of love from Washington. This is my first live, and I'm so excited to be here.
Oh, thank you.
Washington State or Washington, D.C.? I'm curious. What made you want to start a YouTube channel?
I didn't. It was actually Dan Povenmire, the creator of Phineas and Ferb, who encouraged me to do it. I'm glad he did.
Let's see. We have traveled to far fewer countries than we actually want to. We have so many places we would love to go. We've basically been to London and Paris and Valencia, Spain, and that's about it.
Italy.
That's right. Last year we went to Venice, Italy.
Yeah.
That's true. We did. Good grief. How could I forget Venice? Good morning from Wisconsin. What type of paint are you using today? Acrylic, watercolor, gouache, or something else? Thank you. That is Mackenzie Catherine.
Hi, Mackenzie. I'm using gouache. I'm doing the whole series in gouache.
My niece's name is Mackenzie Catherine. Interesting. Ryan says, a lot of Impressionism is based on light dynamics, so paying attention to that helps represent things as they appear in dynamic light.
That's really cool. I didn't know.
Ryan's full of little interesting tidbits. As a colorblind artist, greens and blues are tough. I love your work as there's so many vibrant shades I can still see and enjoy.
Oh, that's great.
You have such a unique perspective on the world. I hope you get a chance to make art so everyone can see what the world looks like to you. Tracy says, good morning, everyone. It's so good to be here with all of you wonderful souls.
Good morning.
We are happy you are here. I have a question. I can do coloring pretty well, but I suffer sketching. How do I improve that without demotivating myself?
If you've been watching the videos of me painting the dragon piece, you see how often I am redoing my sketching and erasing and erasing and erasing. I don't know if I'm the best person to answer that because I make a lot of mistakes too. The one thing that helps me is doing things like this where I'm using a photo reference and I'm copying it exactly and I'm keeping myself down to a 90-minute sketch. That repetitiveness of looking at an object or a person and sketching it exactly helps you. And then when it comes to something like what I'm doing with the centaur, where I'm making up a lot of stuff or I'm looking at a bunch of different references, it helps me out a lot. Blow dryer.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Oh, boy. Donna is a little slow. This re-entry from vacation is really kicking my behind. Let's see. Hi, Happy Lonesome. Okay, let me unmute you and then answer this for Daniel. Scott, any advice on how to find a grip that is comfortable for you to draw? Because the grip that I use for writing isn't working.
Oh, gosh. Well, I know in art school they have you hold the pencil like this. And you use your whole arm. I mean, if you're trying something very new, I would try that. It is the preferred way of drawing. I just never did. I like resting my hand here and doing this. But I would try the preferred artistic grip.
Maybe that'll help. Zevry says, "Oh yeah, the centaur. You're really struggling with that."
I am, but in a good way.
And Alicia says those lips are very neon. I'll tell you this. I get to watch the behind the scenes that you guys don't get to see. So I get to see all of the struggle and everything that goes behind it. And it is really, really interesting to watch his creative process and it's funny because sometimes I think that posting on social media would be more difficult, and because you have the opinions of all of these people. But Scott was like, I think I'm going to make a video and ask everybody what they think about the centaur legs. And I said, really? And he says, yeah. He says, sometimes I don't know if it's if it looks right or if it looks funny. And that's how he found out about the bracers. Is that it?
Barding.
Barding. The armor for horses. And so you guys, it's kind of fun to watch the dynamic actually happen and to watch him want to ask you guys questions. It's
love
pretty
the
cool.
feedback.
Yeah,
I love
he's
it.
really enjoying it, and it's kind of cool to watch it. So It's kind of neato.
Blow dry.
Purple Paws just received the best grades they've gotten in a long time. And one of their art is one of my subjects, and you inspired me to take it. I got an A. They got an A in art.
Wow, that's amazing. Congratulations.
Yeah, you never got an A in art in your whole life,
I never
honey.
did good in art.
No, well, honey.
I never did good in anything in school.
Yeah. Let's see. Tracy says, Scott, I often struggle with my art not saying something deep. Do you think art needs a deeper message?
No, I mean, if you look at all of my art, there's no meaning to it. I'm drawing a person. I'm drawing a this. I'm drawing a that. There's no meaning. I think what I found is that in telling the story in a video about what I'm doing and what I'm struggling with, I can find some meaning to it.
Yeah.
But I think my art itself is meaningless.
I think it's kind of cool, though, because I think different people see different things in art.
Blow dry.
And I think, hold on. And I think that's kind of the cool thing about art, is you can see different things in it. You can get different things out of different pieces.
Yeah.
Any goals for 2024?
I think we want to travel a little bit more.
Yes. There's a lot of things in the world that are going on, and I think the most important thing is to enjoy your life. So that is what we are going to try to focus on. And that, coupling on the back of that, is Gail's question: any news on Animal Crackers 2?
Oh, no, not yet, but we're hoping.
No. However, we had some interesting news on the first Animal Crackers this morning. Would you like to share with our friends?
You can do it. It's fine.
Netflix released a list of the top films that had over 50,000 watch hours for the first 6 months of this year, of 2023. And we had over 10 million watch hours. And I know that probably a lot of that is from all of you, because we keep talking about it. So thank you for keeping us on that list. And thank you for loving Animal Crackers. It makes our hearts so happy to know that we put a really, really good story out into the world that that makes people happy. It really, really does. Let's see. How do you stop the paper shredding while doing watercolor?
Use watercolor paper. Watercolor paper won't shred. If your paper's shredding, you're just not using watercolor paper. You're using regular paper, and it's just not made for what you're doing. Blow dry.
Okay, go ahead. No, a viewer. We are so happy that you're here. So happy that this is helping and everybody's happy being here. Oh.
What's wrong?
Mushroom Girl says, this is random, but I'm in this program for grades 7 to 8, and we get free dinners, and I met my best friend there, and it's twice a week, and we always do something fun, and they have quilts you can take and have. That's such a great program. I love that. And you got to meet your bestie there. How exciting is that? Daniel says, are there any creative people you want to collaborate with? It doesn't matter who they are. Animators, YouTubers, directors, game designers, etc.
Yeah. I mean, artists I'd like to collaborate with Alex Ross and James Gurney. Musicians, I'd love to meet Seal, Def Leppard, We already
know Toad. Love them. They're nice guys.
Yeah. There's some actors I'd love to work with, and I'd love to meet like Steven Spielberg and something.
Really? I have zero interest in meeting him.
Yeah, he seems like a genuine artist. Like he just loves what he does in art, and I've never seen him say or do anything mean.
We missed saying good morning to Ellen.
Hey, good morning, Ellen.
Hi, Ellen. I just used your stickers yesterday in my goal journal for 2024. I put those in. Okay, tell everybody what brand of paint you're using right now.
Windsor & Newton gouache. And I'm low on Perillian maroon.
Dude, didn't we just buy Perillian maroon?
No, low as in on the tablet thing.
Oh, not in the drawer. You have
Actually,
some.
I think that was Perillian violet. Perillian maroon goes over here. Oops.
Did you put paint in the
Perillian
wrong
maroon goes
place?
here. Oops, let me just...
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
That's what
Somebody put the paint.
these things are for.
What is that you're using right now?
Palette knife.
Palette knife. Maybe this will be one of those situations where Scott will finally clean his palette. What do y'all think?
Never. Alright, we're Perillian violet.
Callie would like to know how long it takes to make a painting.
It depends on the painting. These take 90 minutes.
Oh boy, Moon's got an existential question. Good morning from Edgewood. If you could tell your younger self something, what would it be?
From an art point of view, it would be stop drawing your original character and draw the world. Draw what you see, and don't be afraid of paint. Because I was into totally just colored pencils and markers.
I would tell myself to do something I loved. Study something I loved in school instead of something that I thought would be okay to get a good job. Let's see. Alex's Valley Gaming. Which type of pen is best for calligraphy or cursive handwriting? What posture or gripping pose would be best for it? Every time I try to write a single letter, my hand instantly cramps. I'm 11. Okay. I'm going to send you to a website. I want you to go look at Tom's Studio. TOMS Studio. They are out of the UK. He makes his own pens. They have beautiful things, but he's got tutorials. He's done lots and lots of them. You can also Google tutorials on YouTube for calligraphy writing. But I'm going to tell you this from personal experience. I only, because I've used different kinds of pens, I only like a really, really wide pen. I like a fountain pen as opposed to a brush pen. And I just write really slowly when I do write because I like to make little curly cues with my letters and things like that. I think because you're 11, and I am not discounting the fact that you're frustrated, but you have so much time to practice. And it is so much fun to just sit down and try lettering and try, get good lined paper and just try lettering and try different kinds of pens if you can. That's my 2 cents. Zephyr wants to know if you have any tips for enhancing their ability to create poses on their own. It's a weak point I'm trying to enhance.
Take pictures of yourself in those poses.
Or friends.
Yeah, or friends.
Zebri says your art isn't meaningless. It means a lot to us.
Well, thank you.
Gail says, it actually shocks me that you never got an A in art, Scott. I'm genuinely surprised.
I'm sure I got good grades in art, especially like in high school. But I just wasn't a good student, and therefore I did not complete the assignments. I never did homework. Not that there was art homework, but
you did. You had paintings, but you'd always wait till the last minute
in high
to
school,
do them.
yeah.
Oh, in
But
high school.
No,
I didn't.
In art college, I skipped class. I just wasn't a good student.
Yeah. Is the process of scanning your artwork into a digital image complicated?
No, you just get a scanner.
Yeah.
And you scan it in, and then you can clean it up a little bit in Photoshop if you like.
What is the favorite drawing that you've made?
The Animal Crackers movie poster is definitely one of my favorites.
Let's see. Any recommendations for supplies or tips when working with colored pencils? Currently have a set of Prismacolors, and I'm taking a realism-focused art class. It isn't my strong suit.
There's a playlist with colored pencils, but really try working on something like a Bristol board. Bristol paper is good. You want strong paper so you could push down really hard.
Scott has used hemi gouache before, but I think what he's going to do now is use his favorite stuff for these paintings.
Yeah, I've got lots of videos where I use hemi gouache, and I definitely recommend it for beginners.
Yeah, but we are on the other side of that. If you don't like how a painting or drawing is going, how do you not get discouraged or frustrated?
Well, I know that I can throw it away, and you've seen me in my videos rip up paintings, and so for me, I get frustrated because I get frustrated the way I get frustrated at golf. If I'll play golf, I know I can drive the ball 300 yards straight down the middle.
Yeah,
but I'm not going to do it every time.
Nope.
And so it's like, the more I practice, the less times I mess up. But I also know it's like I just don't have time to practice golf, Yeah. And so with art, I go, well, I've only been doing gouache for this much, so I can't really get too frustrated. But I know that every once in a while, I'm going to do a painting I really like.
Yeah.
And so it's just more frustrating of just the odds weren't in my favor that day. So just don't take it too hard.
Yeah. I love how you guys are helping each other with different things in the chat. It's so cool. Moon says, I have another question. How do you know that the colors like blue or red or orange will work together or make it skin?
It's just observation. You can look at photographs and you could see greens and purples and reds. So I know that the reds are mostly going to be in the cheeks and the nose. So that's usually where I put the pinks and the reds. Underneath the eyes, on the chin, especially with men, you're going to get more of a blues and greens with where the stubble is. So you look for stuff like that and you kind of add that. So it's not random. You do it by observation.
Let's see. Who is your favorite Lord of the Rings character?
Gimli.
The color variation in the skin is very nice. Jamie says, it takes time to get good at lettering and you have to find pens that work best for you. Also, be open to multiple kinds of pens for different lettering. There you go. And Jamie does beautiful lettering. Beautiful lettering. There was a question I was... Let me look for that one question. Oh, good grief. Scott, I've been feeling really down and I have some friends that are saying that my art is bad. So you and your art makes me really, really happy.
Oh, those are not good friends.
No, they're not.
Good friends will never tell you that. Good friends will encourage you with your art, not tell you that your art is bad. Yeah. And look, when I was younger, I thought friends were supposed to tease each other. You see it in movies and read it in books and whatnot. And, the good friends are the ones who just say the most horrible things to you because only your friends can say these things. You kind of, and that there's a bit of camaraderie to that. But tell your friends. I had a friend, I was in my mid-20s. My friend Alvin just one day said, Scott, you're being an asshole. Yeah. And I had no idea, because we were all teasing each other. This one was fat. This one had a funny accent. This one did this one, And I thought that was what guys did. And, my friend called me out. And it wasn't that I was doing it maliciously. I just genuinely thought that's what friends were supposed to do. And so keep that in mind. Maybe talk to your friends and say, I don't like this, It really bothers me. Yeah, this is really important to me, and it would mean a lot more if you would encourage me rather than bring me down.
And also keep in mind that And this is no slight to younger people because we love all of you, okay? This is the mom and me coming out. The older you get, the more you understand how to weed out people in your life that are truly your friends. And the more you realize that there are some people that just come into your life for a season. And that's okay. That is perfectly okay. And maybe you outgrow them, and that's okay too. So, what is your favorite painting that you have made?
The Animal Crackers movie poster.
They'd like to see you do a bunch of collaborations. They want to see you do one with Dan Povenmire, another one with Rishi Draws. Oh, Meta says, I just checked and Netflix France has Animal Crackers added to the list and will definitely check it out during my holidays.
Oh, fun.
Good for you. Let us know how you like it. Let's see. I'm looking for this one comment. I know I missed one that's actually was really good and I didn't want to miss it. Have any of the celebrities that you're painting contacted you?
Yeah, I mean, I've had them comment like Bon Jovi, Tears for Fears.
Okay, Bon Jovi really tripped me out. I was like, what?
None of them like reached out and said they wanted the painting or anything like that. Billy Joe Armstrong from Green Day shared it. So every once in a while it happens, which is really cool.
Yeah. All right. Well, I hope you guys, I can't find the comment. That's okay. Let's see. Some girls used to tease me when I would do abstract, saying even a 5-year-old could do it when I put 3 hours in, so I gave it up. But I made my first abstract piece, and I haven't liked a painting in so long.
Oh, well, I'm glad you're starting to do it again.
Yeah,
But yeah,
sorry.
people are
They're just mean. Yeah. What is your biggest challenge, and what are your art-related fears?
My biggest challenge is probably hands and feet. My biggest fears would be, hold on a second. This is coming like that. My biggest fears would be in art. I don't know. I'm pretty fearless when it comes to art, so I think really it would just be doing something in public, like, you know, okay, everybody, I'm going to be doing, and then having it mess up, you know. Yeah. But I've gotten okay with that, so even that really doesn't bother me too much.
Let's see. This looks really good. That's Elizabeth Simmons.
Thank you.
I know. I'm yawning. I'm so sorry, Brazen. I know. You can hear it, huh? What is your favorite Lenny Kravitz song?
Right now, Getaway is in my head.
Yeah.
Just because, you know, I was looking up that, but I'm pretty sure I have a couple others that I like more.
What do you do to move on from losing a friend that you cared a lot about?
I've had several friends that I tried to stay friends with, and they just kind of just moved on from me. And I'm not one who likes to lose a friendship. So I usually fight very hard to keep that friendship. But there are just some friends that I had when I was younger that they just don't call anymore. They don't, and I think I've just kind of gotten to the point to where I'm tired of
trying
it being a one-sided thing. Yeah. And so I'm a lot of that is hard because you feel like you're letting go of childhood. You're letting go of something, you know, precious. But I don't know. Maybe Donna has more that she wants to add to it. I
think it's just hard. And again, I'm I have a very small group of friends, very small. I've had a lot of people come into my life for a season, but my group that I could tell anything to is incredibly small. And I think you just get used to growing away from people, it's like the older you get, the more you're going to lose people, like parents or aunts or uncles or things like that. They're not things that you want to have happen, but they're things that you just learn how to deal with a little better. And it's hard. You don't want to lose friends, but sometimes you lose one friend or two friends or a dozen friends, and you meet one friend that makes up for all of it. And you never know where you're going to meet that friend. You could meet them online. You could meet them at school. You could meet them in the library or at a coffee shop. You don't know. So, yeah, you don't know. Just be open, be open to friendships. It's hard to believe Lenny is almost 60. Indeed, it is. What's your favorite painting from the 90s music alphabet so far?
The Green Day one. That just really clicked.
Let me ask you this question, and we're going to go on a little tangent here. How do you know, or what do you feel when a painting is clicking for you? What does that look like for you?
When something clicks, it means that sometimes I just lay the paints down and I go, oh, that looks really good, because lots of times I'm just trying to figure it out. Mm-hmm. So I'm just laying paint down and I'm trying, well, what if I throw some green here, and what if I do this? And I go, and most of the time I'm like, ooh, that didn't look good. Okay, I'm gonna have to go and clean that up. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's like, ooh, that looked really good. I don't have to touch it. And then sometimes, like with the the Green Day one, it just was like, oh, that looks good, and that looks good, and that looks good, and all kind of fell in place. You're like,
yeah.
Huh, and it all looked good, and so you just go, I'll take it. But I can't replicate that. That's the thing that bothers me, is it just doesn't seem to want to happen again.
I wonder what makes something click once and then what makes it not click the next time around. Just interesting to me.
I think half of it is the photo reference. Sometimes you just get photo reference that really works. Like the photo reference on this one's really good. Mm-hmm. The top-down lighting is really easy to do. You'll see a lot of...
plus it's Lenny, hello.
Yeah, but you'll see a lot of artists... Mm-hmm. Like studio artists, oil paint artists, whatever, they'll always have this kind of top-down kind of lighting. It's like a studio lighting with a model, and they can paint it, and it always looks really good really quick, because they just kind of go in with the base midtones, come in with the shadows underneath the eyes and the nose and the mouth and the chin, and instantly you see the form of it because of the lighting. And then they just come in with those little pops of light, and it's just and it looks magical. But most of the photo reference that I'm using for these are concert photos or photos from and they're heavily lit, like the one from Kylie Minogue. It was very, very flat and not really conducive to what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Blow dryer.
Okay, hold on. Happy Lonesome put their sketchbook in their suitcase and didn't realize they spilled hand sanitizer all over it. Okay, so here's what I'm going to suggest. If you have something that you're traveling with, like a sketchbook or something that's really important to you, put it in your backpack or your carry-on. I know it's a little late for that, but for next time, just keep it with you. I think that's going to be a good way to do it. Let's see. Do you ever suffer from carpal tunnel? Also, do you exercise your forearms or wrists in any way?
No and no. I was in a motorcycle accident 20 years ago, and I hurt my drawing hand, and so I can't use a mouse for a long period of time.
Yeah.
So I have to use a trackball. But No, I don't really suffer. I mean, when I'm signing a whole bunch of posters, sometimes my wrist will get sore, but nothing permanent.
Okay. Hey, Scott, out of nowhere, it feels like I can't draw well anymore. Any ideas about what I can do about this?
Don't try doing something serious. Just fill up a sketchbook with just random stuff, like the Draw Everything Every Day series, and see if that helps, because it might be that you're overthinking it.
Do you have any tips for absolute beginners with acrylics and or thick paint mediums?
I don't, but Bethany might.
Yeah, Bethany is the one who deals with all of the thicker paint mediums. And it's amazing to me how she has so many, probably because I live with Scott, but she has so many canvases going at the same time. And she's working on all these paintings, and she knows exactly what stage she's in with each painting. And she's got a spreadsheet for them. And I guess I'm just so used to you because you're like, nope, I got to finish this. This has to be done. And so you finish it. And when something sits on the board for a really long time, like the Gothic Vampire did, or like the Dragon piece is going to, it's odd to me that you would have a painting sitting around.
Yeah.
Because you just finished them. You were like, I've got to finish this.
Yeah,
So,
I need to
do it and
singularly
move on.
focused.
Yeah.
This has to be finished before I can move on.
Yeah. How are you so relaxed with your painting? I really struggle to make disposable art.
Oh. I think that just comes with age. You start to realize that, you finish a painting and you move on, you go, I don't know why I was so nervous about that. It's just a piece of paper, and not every piece is going to be the one. And I think there's just that feeling of acceptance.
Hi, I'm a big fan of yours. That's Aridhana, and I hope I didn't butcher your name. How do you get your proportions down so precisely?
I don't. If you look at the videos with me doing the centaur, you can see I've had to redo and erase and whatever. Yeah. And at some point I'll just break out the tracing app, and I'll just make sure that I have my proportions right by tracing it. No one gets it right every time.
Yeah. See, Ellen has this right. I say hi to my high school best friend maybe every couple years. I wish we were closer, but I'm glad to have been close at one point, even if we aren't now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy. Geifmeister wants to know, how long do you think is a good amount of time to spend on a watercolor drawing?
I like to keep them under 2 hours. That's just me. Mm-hmm. But some people will spend weeks on it. I don't understand it. To me, watercolors are very quick medium.
Yeah. Well, you like watercolors too. They make you happy.
Yeah.
Scott, do you ever feel like some days your hands just can't produce art no matter how hard you try and how many sheets of paper you've wasted? You just can't draw that day.
Most days.
Oh my
Most
God.
days.
That's funny. You know what I hear those days?
None of this is working. I think it looked better at the beginning, and now I'm messing it all up.
This is what I hear on those days. Hey babe, do you have time? Let's go get a late lunch. Let's eat dinner out. Let's go. Do you want to go for a drive? I always know he's having a hard day when he wants to leave the house. He's like, get me out of here and away from whatever this is. It's kind of funny. But you can always tell. Oh, Jaden, there is a video on Art Block. Oh no, Marguerite spilled coffee on her bed and all over her favorite cookbook. Oh no. Boy, oh boy. Let me tell you something. It's so funny. I have spilled so much tea all over my desk, on the back of journals, on the back of... Yeah, it's so funny. Scott, who's your biggest art inspiration?
I don't have a singular one, but
So many.
yeah, there's Drew Struzan, J.C. Leyendecker, Alphonse Mucha, John Buscema, tons of them.
What's your favorite drink?
Hot chocolate.
Oh God, he's obsessed right now. I literally had to go to the store because we ran out of hot chocolate. Oh gosh. So funny. So I'll give you a little insight into our, this is the Sava life, right? Like we work all day, we do whatever we're going to do. Then about 5:30, 6 o'clock, we make a little dinner. We sit in front of the TV, we watch a show. Right now we're watching Loki. We're loving it, by the way. No spoilers, but we're loving it. And while we watch Loki, I have a cup of tea. I know, big surprise, shocker. And Scott has a big cup of hot cocoa. There's a little insight into our life. I am not a traditional artist, as in I paint or anything like that, but I do journal, and I am enjoying that very much. Scott, if you could go back and ask any artist who ever lived, including yourself, who would you ask and what would you ask?
I really have nothing I would ask of anybody. I've been asked that question before, and I don't learn by asking art questions. I just learn by doing it, and so there's really no mysteries that only the original artist can answer at this point. I love that question. I just don't have anything I currently would ask.
We are a lot older too, so we have had a lot of I don't know what the right word is. We've had a lot of practical experience, I guess, with life. And I think the more you learn, the more you want to learn, especially being older. I'd go back in time. I'd love to sit down with Jane Austen or William Shakespeare and ask them what their thought process is on writing. I would love that. Oh, I would like to go and watch Caspar David Friedrich paint Wander Above a Sea of Fog. But I want to be invisible. I want to be in the studio and I want to be invisible.
Yeah, see, I would find that extremely boring.
Oh my God, I'd love it. Oh, Rachel loves hot cocoa. I made her and I a cup each this morning. I don't do coffee or tea. Aw, that's so fun. Have you elevated your game and put a dollop of whipped cream on top of your hot cocoa? And maybe some little red and green sprinkles? Just my 2 cents in the world.
Just died. Blow dryer.
Oh no. Sorry, people. Let's see. All right. Gosh, you guys have had some really great questions this morning. I'm really impressed with you guys. You guys are all awake. Clearly I am not, but you guys are, which is wonderful. Hey Scott, I am new to gouache and I'm still trying to figure out how to use it. Do you have some beginner tips?
Yeah, there's a video, a 1-minute video on basic tips, but you want to work light to dark.
Oh, Anne-Marie's here. Hi, Anne-Marie.
Hey, Anne-Marie.
Henry writes, your level of patience, she's talking to Bethany, it's amazing, is incredible. It's amazing to watch you work. Yeah, I don't know how she hyper focuses, which is amazing to me. Her ocean scenes are chef's kiss. Swifty Moonchild says, oh my God, you are friends with Dan Povenmire?
Yeah. Dan wrote a song for our movie, Animal Crackers.
Oh, Ryan says, all my best friends from high school are still friends. We call ourselves the heads of the 5 families. At work, I can go upstairs during my prep and bug my best friend in his classroom. You are very lucky, Ryan. You are very lucky. Scott, what is your opinion of something to get an artist for Christmas? I don't want people to waste money on the supplies I use, but I don't know what else to tell them.
Oh, I mean, if you want to be simple, you can get a gift card to like Blick
Yeah, a gift
or
card
your
to the art
local
store is good.
local art store.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but
I have a suggestion. What about a medium that you might like to try?
that could
Yeah,
work.
Bethany said the same thing that I did. What about making a list of supplies you're interested in trying? What made you love art?
I think, I grew up with artists in the family, and so it was always around me, and it was something that I took to naturally. So, I think when you have family encouraging you and telling you that, oh, you're really good at this, you should do it more, and I think it kind of helps.
Yeah. Marguerite swatches colors while thinking about what to paint next. I love swatching pen inks. I love doing that. It makes me so happy. Okay, I Can't Skate watched the video and it gave them some information, but what kind of brush should they use? A big brush, a small brush, a thick brush?
There's no right or wrong. I like, for watercolors, I like the round brushes. So, you can get, these, and you can get them in a set. Cotman has a set. Winsor Newton Cotman. That's what I have. Just you're gonna the paper is the most important thing. Get good paper.
Let's see. Well, what kind of fine liners do you recommend for gouache?
I don't use fine liners with gouache.
Yeah. My mom started arting over a year ago. At 71, she is killing it. She's getting spoiled this year with a ton more art supplies.
Oh, that's great.
Autumn, you are amazing. I love that. I love that your mom started. See, guys, everybody just pay attention right here. Autumn's mom started art over a year ago, right? So she was 70 at the time. So nobody out there can tell me that you can't try something new. If Autumn's mom is 70 and is starting art, don't tell me that you can't start something new. That is so cool. Let's see. It's unfortunate that there are ads during the lives. Okay, so I'm going to address that. We have been told from numerous people, including Santa, that in order to keep our content free for everyone, because Scott puts up coloring pages and we put up other things, and we never ask you guys for anything, that ads during the lives are something that we should, instead of hitting skip or not doing, they're something that we should just do because it helps us maintain things on this live to keep things free for you guys. So I'm not going to apologize for the ads. And
I will. Ads don't do anything for us.
Well,
we maybe make $30 on ads on a live. It's not really a big thing, but
it is
what it is.
It's a tank of gas. It is what it is.
But it is what it is. It's.
Yeah.
This is what we're doing, and
yeah.
But yeah, I hate it. I hate ads. I hate the fact that a lot of you can't afford the posters.
Yeah.
But I try to give as much.
The shipping bothers you a lot too.
Yeah, I try to give as much stuff away for free.
Yeah.
If I can. So
So here we are. How do you overcome imposter syndrome?
I don't know. I'll let you know. But no, I struggle with it. So I think it's one of those things where you never beat it, but you at least come to terms with it.
Ryan says, we studied Friedrich in my romanticism course. You'll have to read Goethe as well. I'm going to write that down right now. I'm going to write that down. Let me see. What could I have Scott answer? Who is your favorite modern artist? I don't know that you have one.
I really love James Gurney's stuff.
Oh, you do. Let's see. Okay. Do you have some kind of tips to shoot art content? I'd like to post my art, but feel so awkward with the camera and I don't know what to say in the video.
Oh gosh.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Yeah, no, it's really something you're not going to get a tip and it's going to fix it. You just got to get in front of the camera and do it.
Yeah.
One thing I would say is write it down. Don't try to ad-lib it.
Yeah.
I script everything.
I don't script a darn thing.
Yeah. But I mean, when I script, I write it in my own voice.
I've heard you're friends with Dan Povenmire. Have you ever made a design for a character or anything in Phineas and Ferb or Hamster and Gretel? I've
drawn Hamster and Gretel in a video. Mm-hmm. You can probably find it. But no, I don't want to be a character designer. Mm-hmm. I actually, Dan wrote a song for our film, and that's how I met him. And then when I joined TikTok, we just kind of friended each other, and he would come onto our lives and I would go onto his lives and whatnot. And he was the one who just said to switch over to YouTube.
Yeah, he was indeed. He was indeed. All right, so let's see the question here. Let's see. How do you feel about drawing with a different medium?
It's always fun. Not always fun, but sometimes it's fun.
It depends on how well it's going as to how fun it is.
Yeah. If you try medium and everything goes really well, you're like, yeah, this is cool. And if it goes like it does, like it did with oil pastels, then no, it's not cool. Not cool at all.
Gwendolyn Art says, when I make powdered hot chocolate, I throw in a handful of chocolate chips to make it more chocolatey.
Wow.
Want me to try that tonight?
No, I don't want to. Don't adjust any. She keeps trying to put marshmallows in.
Because marshmallows belong in hot cocoa.
Not mine.
Gosh. Do you like corgis? Okay, I'm going to answer this with a question. Who doesn't like
How
corgis?
can you not like a corgi?
I mean, come on. First of all, they're so cute. Their tiny little legs are adorable. And their little butts look like hearts. I mean, come on, people. How do you not love a corgi? How many paintings have you done? That we could
Thousands.
Count. Yeah. What do you do when you mess up?
I fix it or I throw it away.
Mm-hmm. Clearly,
those are really your only options.
Luke has not seen your videos where you've ripped things up.
Yeah.
What is your current favorite song?
Future Love Paradise by Seal.
They want some more highlights in the eyes.
Yeah, there's just none in the reference because the light's above it.
Earlier you said you would like to collaborate with Alex Ross. How do you picture what that would look like? I would love to see that. Alex Ross is incredible.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I hadn't thought it that far through. Blow dryer.
Oh, hold on. Go ahead. Wow, you guys. Bethany says, ads keep creators supported. That is correct. Kunal, there is a video on finding your art style. It's in the Art Hacks playlist. Wow, you guys just have a million questions today, which is great, but I want to get to all of them. Let's see. We use the zebra brush pens. That is the fine waterproof fine liner with the brush tip. You're not from the U.S. Okay, so if you're not from the U.S., the Sakura Pigma pens. Steph Nerd says you can find those in countries around the world that she is not in the U.S. and she's able to find them. Check the resources page of the website. Let's see. We do worldwide shipping. There are a few countries we're not allowed to ship to, like Russia and things like that, but for obvious reasons. I want to start writing or journaling as well, but the problem is I don't know what language to write in. I feel comfortable writing in English, but I feel like I should use my native language instead.
If it's journaling, you're doing it for yourself. You can go back and forth. You can do whatever you want to.
You can write
if you're trying to do it for views, then yeah, English might be the best one. Mm-hmm. It's really depending on, are you doing this for you or are you doing this to try to make a living?
Excuse me. Let's see. Pancakes or waffles?
Waffles.
Let's see. Lula says, we did a Santa meet and greet this weekend where my son made the most kid hot chocolate at the Cocoa Bar. Hot chocolate, chocolatey chips, marshmallow sprinkles, and topped with a Reese's. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And then he ran around like a crazy lunatic because he was all sugared up, right? That's like the best part about pumping kids full of sugar. Cracks me up. Daniel says, Scott, when my father told me comics aren't an art form, I showed him Alex Ross's work and he said, well, okay, everyone, not everyone mediocre like this. And this was fun. He saw some people take it seriously. I was just going to write for myself. Thanks for answering my question.
Yeah. Blow dryer.
Hold on. Yeah, write any way you want with any pen you want. Scott's favorite form of potatoes is French fries. Honey, a lot of things about this painting are bothering you.
Just this swatch of shininess. And I don't know where it's coming from.
Okay. I don't know if you can do anything about this. I'm having a really hard time with watercolor painting as a beginner. Could you tell me any small things I should do that would help me improve?
Get good watercolor paper and work light to dark.
Let's see. What ink blend do you use with alcohol markers? Every time I use it, the inks bleed.
Alcohol markers?
Yeah.
I don't usually use inks with... I mean, unless you're talking about, like, every once in a while I might pull out my zebra brush pen. So, you know, you can try that.
Do you think your art style inspires other parts of your life, like your fashion style, or vice versa?
I guess it could a little bit. You know, maybe my choice of colors or something. Blow dryer.
I am just a little... He just picks it up and goes for it today. Let's see. Oh, I love all dogs. I've never met a dog I didn't like. Even the dog... I've been bit by 2 dogs in our neighborhood walking my puppy. It wasn't the dog's fault. It's the owner's fault. I always blame the owner. What is the one thing you're most afraid of? Catherine keeps asking this question and would like to know.
One thing I'm most afraid of? Death.
I was just thinking he's going to say death. I know. Let's see. Will you post some of the questions on YouTube Shorts? It might be fun. What questions are you asking about, Inga? Did art classes help with your art? I am homeschooled and only self-taught so far. I also use YouTube. Do you think I need an art class?
No, you don't need an art class. It really just depends on, like, I never took a class on gouache or watercolor, and I'm doing it okay. You really don't need classes. It just depends on how you learn. Some people need classes. They need mentors. They need that. And some people need to go to school and some people don't. There's nothing wrong. So long as you know what you need to learn, do that thing.
Lula says he drank it all, and needless to say, yes, he had lots of energy for the River of Lights at the Albuquerque Botanical Gardens that followed. LOL. Google it. The River of Lights is awesome. We have lights like that at our botanical garden here at Cheekwood, and they do a beautiful job. I love botanical garden. It makes me so happy. Let's see. I was given a black canvas bag, and I want to decorate it with some embroidery, but I can't draw to save my life. Is it okay if I use one of your paintings as the base?
Oh.
Thinking Medusa from the Hair Journal.
Absolutely.
Have you ever used Crelando watercolor paper? I haven't even heard of that.
No, I don't think so.
What would you rate your experience teaching in Venice?
I don't think I did a good job teaching, but I had a good time painting.
Venice was amazing.
Yeah. Blow dryer.
Oh, come Let's see. There is not much background on the piece today. Wonder what color he's gonna pick. He is not choosing. There's a Zoe. There's a poll. People are choosing who he's drawing. So if you want in on who he's drawing every day, you can go to our website, and maybe Bethany or one of the other mods can put in the link to the poll, and you can be a part of the poll that decides who he's going to paint that day. Oh, I'm sorry. Tell Scott to wait a second. You need to hit the button first, otherwise my ears will keep hurting.
Well, Donna's got to get quicker.
You know what? I'm going from one side of the screen to the other, so you can just wait a minute. Let me know when you're going to do the blow dryer. Let's see. Thanks. Bethany just put the link in, so if you guys want to vote on who Scott is going to draw for the letter M on Friday.
And all the rest of the letters.
And all the rest of the letters, yeah. You can go and vote there. Did you have a favorite teacher in art school?
Yeah, not in art school. I mean, there were teachers that we just were like, how are they so good? And there was one teacher named Paul Cratter, and he was my wildlife illustration artist teacher, and so good.
What colors do you usually use for shadows?
Purples.
Let's see. Scott, you've inspired me so much in the art genre and given me some great tips and techniques. All your videos and streams help me so much, and I'm glad to become a better artist. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Let's see. The hair is my favorite part to watch. It always starts as a blob and ends up in flowing hair. Yes. Scott played through all the Zelda games. That's what he was recently very into. Alright, let's see. Judah says, hi Scott, I'm wondering what your advice is for getting hired as a comic artist. Oh boy.
Make your own comics. Just do that, and that will show them that you can tell a story. It's about storytelling, not about how well you can draw Spider-Man.
Yeah, storytelling.
Blow dryer.
Hold on. Okay, go ahead. I'm allergic to cats, so when I need a cat fix, I go over to Bethany Primrose's house, and I pet her cat, and then I wash my hands a million times before I come home. Scott does not know any other languages. My school's namesake just turned 100. I want to make a drawing of her, but I don't know where to start. That is Jaden.
Well, I hope you figure it out.
Scott.
What?
I thought you'd say trace it. Get a picture of her and trace it.
They said they don't know what their photo reference, right?
My school's namesake just turned 100. I want to make a drawing of her, but don't know where to start.
Yeah. They don't know what to start. How to what to look for, what to
Photo
Google.
reference, right?
Google, yeah.
Okay. Or a picture, if they have a picture at the school of what this person looks like.
Yeah. Well, it's a namesake. I don't know what that means. It could be.
It's a person that the school would be named after.
Oh, that's true. That's possibly true. Yeah.
No, that's what it is. They've done that around here. That's how some of the elementary schools got their names.
There was a person named Trinity?
No, some of the newer elementary schools. I knew you were going to go there. Good grief. J. Robert Dean says, morning, Donna, Scott, and Mods. Not drawing today. I'm scanning all the art from October through yesterday. I hate scanning. Thank you for being on while the scanning process sucks the life out of me.
Oh, good luck.
Do you play Skyrim?
No, I tried it. Didn't really get into it.
Let's see. I'm currently sketching in my new sketchbook. I'm planning to start using acrylics to try something new. Thanks for inspiring me. That's Alina.
Sure.
Savannah's a digital artist and just found a style that has some elements to Scott's gouache, if I'm spelling that right.
Oh, fantastic.
I never spell gouache right, so you're good. I hope you had a wonderful day. Mine was great. The test I was telling you guys before, I did well, but I wasn't nervous at all. Good for you. What's your favorite video game? What do you play on PC, console, and what console? Boy, they really want to know.
Currently I'm playing Overwatch with my son, Overwatch 2. My favorite video games, probably the Zelda series. The last two.
Bethany needs to know how Trinity got its name. I think because there was a former church on the site called Trinity Church. That's what I think it was, because welcome to the South.
If it's a corner, there was a church on it.
Yeah, pretty much. That is correct. Let's see. I don't know who that is. Noyan wants to know if you know about Miss Talia Stanton.
No, I don't. Sorry.
I have no idea who that is. I want it to be Christmas. Oh, it'll be here soon enough. Enjoy the days up to it. Bethany says, if I think about it, I can't spell gouache. If I just let my fingers type without thinking, I get it right every time. Onion says, just ended up getting here late. It was my first day of vacation, so I slept in. How's everyone doing today?
Oh, great. I hope you're having a good vacation so far.
J. Robert Dean says, shouldn't Paperboy be Scott's favorite game by default?
I never liked playing that game. Blow dryer.
Hold on. Okay, go ahead. House cat's pupils without it looking weird. Like it looks like it's staring at me. I think that's what it's supposed to look like,
Yeah,
but...
I think you're doing it right.
Yeah. I'm late. Who is it? It's Lenny Kravitz.
Lenny Kravitz.
What do you want to say about artists, or for artists, I will say, who are still in school?
Enjoy it. Have fun and learn.
What about trying to do a Christmas character just like you did with Halloween?
That is definitely something I have done a lot in the past because I've done a lot of stuff with Santa. But who knows?
What advice? Okay, he's painting Lenny Kravitz. What advice would you give to an artist from India handling his medical school?
Draw everything every day. Just carry a sketchbook and draw what you see. Drawing is the most important thing.
Draw in between your classes. Give yourself a little bit of a brain break.
Yeah.
Anne-Marie says, I don't really have a problem spelling gouache, but then again, I'm used to using a bunch of letters that serve basically no purpose.
Yeah.
Cats are staring at us. Yes, they are. Well, I think they're plotting is what they're doing. The music is so nice in the background. It is all the bright places that Sony has so graciously let us use. Would you recommend going to art college? I'm really unsure what I want to do after school.
Art college is good if you like school. If you like learning from somebody teaching you something. I wasn't a good student, so factor that in. You're spending money to have someone assign you, homework and whatnot. And if you like that kind of stuff, then absolutely do it.
Advice for when you can't think of anything to draw, but when I do draw something, it ends up looking not as I'd hoped. That's two different problems. The answer to the first one is always draw a red panda.
Yeah, it's... I was talking about this earlier. It's really just a crapshoot a lot of times. You have to keep making art because every once in a while one of them comes out really nice. Mm-hmm. But you're not guaranteed that every time you draw something, it's going to look good. So you just keep doing it.
You're not?
You're not.
Oh, man. Well, you just blew my mind. I was really hoping I could put a pencil to a piece of paper and it would look like a Picasso. Actually, my stuff does look like Picasso. Scott used oil paints back in high school. It's not going to happen, people. You could ask till you're blue in the face. He is not going to use oil paints. Bethany, however, is the resident oil painter, and she's wonderful at it. Highly recommend checking out her channel. Aman says, Mr. Scott, you and Bob Ross are the only artists who inspired me to draw with colors. I am in school now. When I will be older... I don't know if we're ever going to do meet and greets. If you see Scott out in the wild somewhere, you're more than welcome to say hi and be nice. Try not to scare him. He spooks easily. Yeah, I don't know if we'll do meet and greets. Do you have an elf or celebrate Christmas? We do not have an elf. No. Thank God. And yes, we celebrate Christmas. Yeah. Donna's not all about the elf. Can you tell? It's the French way of using letters. Why make it simple when you can make it interesting? Anne-Marie, you're so funny.
Blow dryer.
Let's see. Hold on. Go ahead. Are you saying that my fat, thoughtless, furry, moldy, crusty, musty cat laying at the foot of my bed is plotting something? Savannah, yes. Cats are always plotting something. Ren, it doesn't matter if you put it in the chat. You need to go and vote for it on the website because that's where it matters. No offense. I mean, your opinion matters, of course, but if you want it to count towards voting for N, you got to go to the website. Scott, I saw your Shrek short and I liked it. I think you can use this form of animation to make a short or a full movie.
Yeah. There's a playlist if you want to see more.
Mm-hmm. And that would be take so much time. I mean, that would be
Yeah.
like a ridiculous amount of time to do that. Like, so much time. Oh, honey, it's 10:30.
Yay!
Would you like to be done?
I'd like to like it.
And Bethany posted the link to the voting in the chat. So if you want to vote for the next letters, like basically M through Z, go to the link in the chat. Deb says, no hate at all to people who like the tradition. I've seen too many people use the elf on the shelf to be mean. It leaves a bad taste in my mouth. You know, I'm just going to go with what Deb said. Thank you, Deb. Jay Robertine says, so Donna, what you're saying is Scott is like a red panda. He's adorable and more afraid of us than we are of him, and as such approach with caution.
Yeah. I will stand up on my hind legs and hold my hands up tall.
He will indeed. Oh my God, that's so funny. So funny and completely accurate. Queen of Shovels says, I loathe oil paints. I'm still struggling with watercolor due to the lack of control, but gouache looks more appealing. I'm typically a sketcher/drawer. You are very inspiring.
Oh, thank you.
Zero Jackson says, I can't draw men, but recently after a bunch of deformed doodles that look like Igor, I really got a nice and handsome face. Or maybe that's Igor. Oh gosh, you're so funny. Hey Scott, I love your art and want to be just like you. Do you have any tips?
Shave your head.
I was going to say first you have to be bald. Mm-hmm.
No, but first of all, thank you. But I would say just be yourself and draw the world as you see it.
I love Scott's exploration with the greens and blues for skin tones. It's unique. That's gaming overlord.
Oh, thank you.
Tracy says, quote, I'd like to like it, unquote. Man, that's the realest artist statement ever. I feel that big time. Oh, gosh. Let's see. Do you listen to hip hop like Drake or Playboy or Eminem? Playboy is Playboi? Huh, interesting.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Brazen says, and we are heading into overtime, people. Win, win, win. Funny. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Oh, gosh. Bethany's has not started that tradition with her daughter. Emma's going to buy a Christmas tree, mulled wine, and tinsel. Here I come. We have 3 elves. They play hide and seek in my house. Yeah, we're pre-elf people. Like, our boys were young pre-elf. Oh, gosh. Scott, you told your art is meaningless. I think it sends good vibes and stories and love, especially for Donna. And I think art can send good vibes, which you do. Oh, Daniel's very sweet. You're very sweet. I'm going to quote that. I'd like to like it. That's Zevry. Oh, God. Jay Robertson says, suddenly the first day we met in Baltimore ages ago, makes so much more sense. You know, it's funny. It's so many things make so much more sense the older we get. Anne Marie says, I have to mom voice myself to get started on my day. I'm way behind already, and the mom voice is not mom voicing me enough. Okay, Anne Marie, get going on your day, young lady.
What's Anne Marie's middle name? You need the
I
middle
don't know. I don't know. Do you have a middle name? Or is Anne Marie, like, was that your first name? Do you use Marie as the middle name? I don't know. Now I'm curious. People want to know. Bethany says, tinsel is the worst. Maybe not as bad as glitter, but a close second. I like tinsel. It gets everywhere and it makes me so happy. Let's see. Any tips on burnout? Oh boy.
When I got burnt out, trying a different medium helped.
Also, museum visits.
Yeah.
Help. Go to the zoo. Can you ship to Israel, or are you not allowed because of the Palestine drama? No, I think we're still okay shipping to Israel. Now, whether it gets there or not is another story. Once it leaves my hands and is in the post office and leaves our country, I can do absolutely nothing to help you, especially someplace like that. It's just, there's nothing I can do at that point. And I'm sorry, I wish I could, but I can't guarantee it at that point. I wish I could. But as of right now, we are still allowed to.
All right, I think I'm just going to call this done.
Oh, Oreo. You can Google Elf on the Shelf. Not sure you want to, but... Scott, your art inspires me to make my own art. The only thing is I have nothing to make, and when I do, it looks nothing like I want it to. That's Amy.
I feel that.
Why? We get this question at least once alive. Why did you decide to only paint half of the face of the musicians for the Alphabet series?
Oh, it was a... there's this paper, and I needed to figure out what to do with it. And I couldn't fit a whole face on it, so I painted half of the face. Yeah. That was really all it was. It was just the limitations of the paper.
Tracy says, I need audio of Donna encouraging me to start my day as my morning alarm. You're so funny. Do you listen to metal?
Not anymore. I did. My best friend Dave in high school was really into metal. And so I would listen to it. Yeah, I would listen to it with him. But no, not anymore. I did back in the 80s and 90s.
The background is that little teeny tiny thing way at the very tippy top. But he's got so much hair, guys, that, you got to do the hair. Tips for drawing animals. There is a 30-day playlist of national animals that Scott did.
Yeah, and
check that out.
And there's a video on drawing animals too, but it's mostly just me recommending a book.
Have you ever tried painting with your non-dominant hand?
I did a video where I drew left-handed.
Love you, Anne-Marie. Tips on selling your art.
There's a video on that, but what I do is I price it based on an hourly rate. Mm-hmm. So say $50 an hour. If I spend an hour and a half, it's $150.
Let's see.
And don't be afraid to price something a little more if you like it.
Yeah, people have drawn me, particularly as a red panda, which is incredibly flattering because I think I'd be quite a voluptuous red panda. I'd have a nice big belly because all I do is eat all day long. All the bamboo.
I am ready when you are.
There is Funny Human. Go to the Art Hacks playlist, and there are tips for everything in there with watercolor. Hair, noses, chins, stubble, faces, everything. RV in Dubai says, hi, Scott, sir. I almost had to completely give up drawing because of exams, but because of you, I am regaining my passion and picked up journaling.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And this is going to be our last comment for the day because this one's hysterical. J. Robert Dean says, my wife came in. Kravitz looks great. Me. Scott isn't killing it. My wife. Of course. Or Scott isn't liking it. My wife. Of course not.
Well, say thank you for
that is the most accurate. Yeah. That is the most accurate. So, all right, guys, I am going to cut this off since we're 10 minutes over today, and my stomach is growling, and I hope you haven't heard it, but I'm hungry. So we will see you on
Friday.
Yeah, Friday. God, it's Wednesday already.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
Friday for the letter M.
Yep. So go vote if you want your voice to be heard. You must vote. So, and Bethany put that into the chat, and we love you guys, and have a wonderful Wednesday, and we will see you on Friday. Bye.